Well, YouTube, it's been a hot second. I'm really sorry for everybody that's been, looking out for my videos. I haven't been posting a little bit. I know I look a little bit different, got a little bit more muscle on the frame, and I just figured I'd, make a little pop-up appearance for y'all. I think the very last time I posted was maybe almost an entire year ago from my last vlog. I've been posting little shorts here and there, but in order to get in front of the camera, I need to make time, so I really apologize about that. But I did want to give y'all kind of a visual update, not just for my body, but my InBody results. So I'm gonna post the old InBody results here, and then I'm gonna try to post the new ones right here that were just done like a few days ago. According to these results, I think if I'm not mistaken, it says I only gained about 6 pounds of muscle. I'm down about 30 pounds, and I've just been pretty much locking in on all aspects of my kind of workout journey, as far as making sure I'm counting my macros, I'm eating healthy, whole foods, I'm trying to stick within those amount of calories, not trying to cheat or go over, and I've consistently been in the gym, improved my sleep. My situation, I don't know if y'all remember a few vlogs back, but I had mentioned that I'm going through some serious things that, by the grace of God, they resolved themselves. So yeah, guys, everything's looking on the up and up. Unfortunately, we've lost a few relationships on the way here, and as far as my mental goes, it is a lot better than it was, but pretty much where I'm getting at with this is I'm kind of at a point here in my journey where I'm getting a bunch of compliments in the gym, and people, and they're saying, oh my God, you're looking shredded, you're looking huge, everything like that. And I honestly, I just don't feel like it myself. I can see the difference between where I started and where I am now. But as far as actually getting the results that I want, I don't see them there. And I'm thinking I need a coach. Most of the time when I'm in the gym, I'm really I got RBF, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I got RBF, I'm in the gym, I'm locked in, I'm not sitting there talking, chit-chatting, or there's times where I get into the gym and people may be having a conversation, and as I'm leaving, they're sitting in the same exact spot, still having that conversation, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. I've been locked in. Personally, everybody that goes to my gym, there's very few like super jacked, like, oh yeah, bro's on something looking people. But as far as my results go, I still don't feel like I'm anything crazy. And if I were to go to kind of a next level gym, this is like a commercial kind of neighborhood gym, like family friendly, anybody can go. If I went to a real hardcore gym, I'd feel like as C-Bum would say, scrawny, and I don't know. I feel like I need a coach. I've been locked in on every aspect that I can lock in at, and now I think I need a professional's help. I'm not necessarily saying like I'm gonna jump to gear right away or anything like that, but I'm just not happy with my current results, and I could really use a boost in, know-how. Somebody who knows what to be doing, and lock in on my diet just a little bit more, because my diet, though I have been doing better with it, it's not optimized, and that for me is I feel like it's the most important, and I'm sure a lot of y'all can agree with me, but pretty much what I'm trying to get at is that I need to lock in just a little bit more. And I don't know, as much as I would like a coach, at the same time, I do enjoy just being in the gym and just kind of locked in with just, my headphones and the workout, what I got planned. And I know, like, I'm not talking about a coach that's sitting there and like hyping me up, as cool as that would be, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my results. I feel like I can do better. I'm kind of ready to get to that next level. And again, I know I look a little bit like, go back to check out, maybe not the last vlog, but maybe the one right before that, and you'll be like, whoa. Because I have lost, a reasonable amount of weight, and, as far as maintained a good amount of muscle. So I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I would do the research on my own. It's just when I do research on my own, I go into rabbit holes, and I dig so deep, so deep, so deep. And I may find something that contradicts the last bit of information that I just looked into, and now I'm diverting to this new information, and then I dig deep and dig deep. And then by the end of it, I can spend an entire day researching something and I don't even know what to believe. And I feel like that's where a professional can come in. But guys, a lot of changes have been happening. I'm hoping to start uploading more vlogs, more workouts, kind of day, not really so much like days in the life, but days in the life as long as it involves like bodybuilding or lifting. I have a few people that do go to my gym that they have some shows coming up. I did want to go there, but again, I think it's more of a mindset thing that I have to get figured out. But you know, these people that be going to these shows, they're like real serious about it. And I'm serious about it too, but I just feel like I'm not at that level yet. And that's what's kind of prompting me to think that I think it's time for a gym coach, because I want to put on more muscle. I want to lose fat. Like there's still places on me, even though I hopped on the InBody, which I don't want to say it's a scam, but InBodies, you know, obviously they take it with a grain of salt, but I hopped on it compared to my last one. I think my last one said I was about 23% body fat, and this most recent one said I was about 11, 12%. And when I hopped on there and I seen 11%, I was like, are you serious, bro? Like, how am I 11% body fat? Where, keep in mind, all of it's sitting in my midsection, my torso. And I was like, how am I 11% body fat and I still got like this loose skin right here? Or I can kind of see like old fat stretch marks, because guys, I was 250 pounds, like 250 pounds, and it was little to no muscle. It was ridiculous, like how I let myself go. But coming down from 250 all the way to, I think my lowest weight ever was about 205. You know, I'm noticing that I got like loose skin, and like my obliques and my abs come in at the right time of day if I'm like the next morning and I haven't eaten anything yet. But you know, I still have a little loose skin down there to where it looks like, you know, oh my God, are you gonna need surgery? You know, I still got little moves here, and I don't think, I really truly don't think it's gyno. I have a doctor's appointment here in the next few weeks to go over blood work and stuff like that, but I don't think it's gyno. I really genuinely think it's fat. I'm not seeing any of the signs or symptoms of gyno besides them actually being there, but I'm not the professional. I'm not a coach, and I'm not too familiar with what to look for, you know, really down to detail. I've done research here and there, and everything points at not gyno, it's just excess fat. But it's crazy how my whole midsection is just carrying pretty much a large majority of my fat, where I wanted to move it, like lose it the most. Because I've always had like really skinny arms, you know, really skinny chicken legs. So like for some reason fat does not like being distributed in those places where I would love them in like my calves or something, but they're all here in my midsection. And I recently, I was on, like back in those videos about a year ago, I believe I was at just kind of cruising. I was just doing whatever, I was eating whatever made me feel right. I wasn't counting my calories. When I finally locked in, which was actually, I want to say earlier this year, you know, I like right towards the tail end of winter bulk, I really started to like kind of count my calories instead of just eating whatever. And I just ate at a 200 surplus. And then in the last 3 to 4 months, I've been eating at a 200 calorie deficit. I slowly increased it to about a 500 calorie deficit. And then the last month, I've been doing a 1200 calorie deficit, and I've been ravaging, starving for food. Honestly, most days I don't even hit it. In my mind, I tell myself, well, it's still a lot less calories than I've been eating before if I would go over a little bit. But at the same time, like, I feel like that's not what I need to do in order to fill my frame a little bit. So I'm going back on my bulk, but it's only gonna be like a main gain for the next week or two. And then I'm only gonna be eating at a surplus of 200. That way I can still build muscle, because I have noticed obviously in my calorie deficit, I haven't been putting on muscle as quickly. Like right now I'm kind of a week of just carved up. And I noticed that I wasn't gaining as much muscle, and as I got down to the 205, I was not fitting my frame. Like I had the loose skin and the spots here and there, so it was kind of frustrating for me. But it's all good because I'm going to try to do it right by myself. But I'm thinking ideally having a coach would be beneficial for me. I don't really know where the goal is. I'm not trying to be IFBB Pro. I'm not trying to be on a bunch of gear. But at the same time, I know I want to be really, really big. I want to be really big, and I don't know. I don't know what the goal is, the end goal. I just know I want to be healthy, but big, and I just don't want to be fat. I've been fat a majority of my life, and that's something that, you know, that chapter of me is gone, it's dead, and I don't want to get back there. So at the times where I do want to enjoy some food, I want to be able to eat that food and still look really, really good. So I figured I would just pop in, just let y'all know I am going to be dropping more content here, whether it's gym content or, you know, what I'm eating. You can see a lot of that stuff in my short videos section, but those are just like little tidbits here and there. If there's something that you want to see from me, make sure you just drop it in the comments, you know, if like routine or anything like that. Like, guys, in no way am I a professional. I'm not trying to give y'all coaching sessions or anything like that. Like, I'm not that guy yet, at least. You know, I've even thought about taking a training program to become a personal trainer, but not even to train other people, but just for more information for myself, because I want to be the best version of myself. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that. And one thing that I did kind of change up on top of adding, like, you know, the tracking of macros is going to be supplements. And I know supplements are only a very small portion of it. I recently became a partner with Bucked Up, and genuinely, like, before I even get into the code and everything like that, I want to let y'all know, like, the Bucked Up products, personally for me, have given me sustained, consistent results. The pre-workout, like, I've taken a lot of pre-workout in my years before, even before this whole journey. Like, I've worked out in the past and I would take pre-workouts and it would either taste gross or make me feel weird or didn't last too long. And this is just a consistent, steady, you know, energy, and like, you feel the jitters, but it's not like a weird tingling jitters or an overly sweating. Like, you feel locked in, you feel a slight little tingle, but enough to make you want to hit a PR every single day. And but yeah, I'm gonna drop the code right here. It's Shreddy10. You can get 20% off Bucked Up's website. So you go there, you put in code Shreddy10, you save 20%. Check them out, amazing products. And yeah, y'all, I will catch you in the next video, and hopefully next time we have kind of next steps on where we're gonna go with this page. But if you wanna see something special, make sure you drop it in the comments. You know, whatever it is, if you wanna see, again, workouts, meals, what I'm doing, behind the scenes and everything like that. And if you're not already, please like this page so it can get out to more people, so we can get kind of more input on what we're gonna be posting on this channel. You know, obviously gym stuff, but you know, what more people wanna see, and drop a follow so you can follow my journey. All right, y'all, I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.